Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yo.
Lamar off the play fake. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. Offense to the line fast.
Jackson's sack. A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now Jackson off the play action. Buying some time left. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Calling this guy a home run hitter isn't exclusive to his abilities on the ground, Brock. We both know all those traits make him a threat to take the lid off a defense as a receiver like he just did too.
No question, and he can do that on...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
180.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Making the call himself. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction, they're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Barkley. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yo, touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Look, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hey, let's go.
Working quickly here.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Hey, 73,
It's
73.
3rd and goal.
Yo, touch.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
Roy on the tackle.
Alpha,
A
alpha.
2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Crowd left Yeti. Yo, touch.
Hurts now on 4th. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles tie it up late in the first. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42.
Hey, what is that?
Play action now with Jackson. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, it's a big bonus for the quarterback.
You know what? Come in.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He's going deep, down near touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
14, Eagles 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 1st and 10.
Right, set. Trimmer. Yo, touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Dose of the hurry up here.
1 yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Hurts. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
And the Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Running left. This is Barkley. And they force him out after just 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
No touch.
Now pitch it to Barkley. He has this down to the 34. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Great, set. All right, anyway, that. Hey, no touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Sends this to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Great, set. All right, anyway, that.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds offside. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
That's another Eagles.
63.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Alpha. Crowd up, Yeti. Hey, no touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Crowd left, Yeti. Crowd left. No touch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He rolls to his right. Winds up and chucks this deep right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Bigsby with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
And they're on 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like Tyrese Maxey. Whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Rasheen Ali on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha,
Play fake, Jackson. He throws it deep to the left side. Now his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Hurts on 1st down. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down, around with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. They show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Ali to return it. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Hits the 20. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, Oh, and it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Jackson throwing for it. Headed out right. And the 2-point conversion is good, and they take the lead off that run.
Eagles 27.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Bigsby with the return. And nearly down to the opposing 40 before he gets out of bounds. Excellent return there.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
First down throwing for Hurts. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. At the 20. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
Back to work they go after the interception. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. They'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Bigsby with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. Room up the sideline, now at the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So mmany guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tackle on the play by Marlon Humphrey. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Trimmer.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's back to throw. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Defense in the hurry up here.
King, Phil King,
And
Phil
an
King.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
No touch.
Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure, you're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field. But that's exactly what the defense just did.
Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain of 5 yards.
63, 63, 63. Hey. Carl Leviani. No touch.
Hurts to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the 2-point conversion.
No touch.
They send him straight up the middle. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10.
180.
Lamar off to play fake. Vacates quickly left side. And he's going to find this one deep down the near sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Jackson now on third. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles got a considerable return onto the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Eagles take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. Has it at the 7.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7-yard line.
Great, set.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
73.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Ali to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. A sigh of relief for the defense. You've got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing again is Lamar. He's going to try another deep one here. Brought in inside the 20. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Oh, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey. What?
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And send their tight end right. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You can take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Anyway,
Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They pitch it out to him here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Tiger Hornet.
Back to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. Spins out of one stop. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles pushing to get within range for a game winner. First and 10 now from the 46.
King, Phil King. Hey.
He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Easy, 63, pass.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Kyle up, Yeti. Hey, 73. Kyle up, Yeti. Delta.
Setting up to pass. Flushed out now to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space, put your head down and go get the first.
Looking to throw it. It's a screen to Barkley. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
Trimmer. Kyle up, Yeti.
Back to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying to go deep again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
180.
Now to throw. He rolls to his right. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here he is to throw. Taking a shot deep here. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles are stopped on the return, so a turnover on the final play of regulation, and this game is not over yet. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Take a look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
19 Tiger. Ready?
Inside quarterback run here. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Hey, 73, 73. No,
Throwing now. On the move, headed right. And this one's incomplete. That could be the shift, Brock, that decides this game. They turn it over on downs to begin overtime.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Moving quickly, trying to get set. Now it's Lamar. Rolling left, buying some time. Andrews has it, working downfield. Running down the left side. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Man in motion here. Trying to run with Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Working quickly here. From the gun, Jackson. Headed out right.